Last week, it was revealed that the Trump administration is pushing forward with their plan to have a court invalidate the Affordable Care Act in the middle of a pandemic. Now, that seemed at the time like a bad strategy that could backfire on them in the run-up to an election. But Kayleigh McEnany reassures us that it's not the Republican Party that voters are going to blame.
Want to eliminate Medicare entirely because that's exactly what Medicare for All, so-called Medicare for All, would do.
But they
would
like
eliminate the Medicare system.
But Kayleigh, that's true. But they would like to keep Obamacare intact until whatever. It is the administration that wants it out, but there's no replacement. The skinny deal died 2.5 years ago. So is this the wrong? Is it politically detrimental to go forward with this, especially when the court case is going to be heard in the fall?
Well, no, because I think, look, the American public looks at this and what they say is this. If Democrats passed an unconstitutional law several years ago, then it's on Democrats to come forward with a solution. Democrats got us into this quagmire to begin with, and their untenable solution of government takeover of health care is not the answer. We've put forward.
So, in case you missed that, the Democrats want to destroy Medicare by instituting Medicare for All, which is ridiculous. For the obvious reason, but also because the vast majority of elected Democrats don't actually support Medicare for All. And then it's the Democrats' fault for getting us into this. So if we throw 20 million plus people off their health insurance, that's who the voters are going to blame in the run-up to the general election.
Yes, somehow by expanding healthcare, they're also taking it away. And I guess I'm just amazed that Republicans still think it is a good strategy to roll back and gut the ACA. Like, still, after all the town halls in 2018, after the outcry, after so many people came out to say that, no, we need the ACA. In fact, we need more than the ACA. And now during a pandemic, you still think this is politically smart? Like, that's so 2009, Like, nah. You've lost. Like, we're on to other fights now. So once again, like, you want your supporters to die by November, and then the ones who don't die, you want to strip them of their health care and their ability to see a doctor and effectively foment their death. Like, what is the strategy here?
Yeah, I no longer really think that I get elections at all, but I would think that in a time of a pandemic where I get the Republican Party is pretending that it doesn't exist, but they have to know where case numbers are going to go if we continue on the path that we're on. To go into that period, allowing the other side to run ads saying they want to throw millions of Americans off their health insurance is ballsy. That's one way to describe it. And Kayleigh has to say that because, she's on Fox and Friends, and that's literally the hardest questioning she's going to get. But who hears that and is convinced? Like, you think Greg Gutfeld came out of that? That's his name? Is it Kilmeade? Yeah, Gutfeld's the worst one. Kilmeade, ended that interaction thinking, yeah, she's probably right. They're probably going to think that it's the Democrats' fault from 2009. That's who I blame. Yeah, I'm off my health insurance, and I can't get reinsured because of a past COVID infection or something like that. Damn Obama. Who thinks that that's how people think about politics? That's madness.
No. And also, talk about misunderstanding your base. What's so insane to me, and I think it's hard for a lot of, people on the left or progressives to understand and remember that actually a lot of people voted for Trump because they thought somehow he was going to fix the ACA, that he was going to make it better. He said, I'm going to have universal health care. He promised something better than the ACA. He didn't promise to take it away and replace it with absolutely nothing. So once again, they've lost on the healthcare issue, and it's definitely progressive Democrats' turn to step into this void, and they have been.
Yeah. It seems just absolutely insane. And then, of course, one of the probably most sensitive topics is coverage for pre-existing conditions. Trump can keep saying, I'll protect it, but all of his actual actions in terms of the legislation he supports, the court actions he supports, would strip it away. Yeah. How many the budgets, how many Americans have pre-existing conditions? If it's considered broadly enough, if that includes things like diabetes, heart problems, cardiovascular, that's a gigantic percentage, vastly overrepresented, I would imagine, in red states, and certainly amongst older voting demographics.
Mm-hmm.
It is just, and like, because as you pointed out, it seems so 2009, it's so incomprehensible a strategy that the only thing that could potentially explain it is, I mean, directly taking the orders of the companies that are going to be destroyed if Medicare for All gets put in effect. But, and maybe they see it as, if we attack the ACA and the Democrats become focused on protecting the ACA, at least they're not pushing forward on replacing it with something stronger. That maybe it's sort of a holding pattern, it's a diversion or something like that. But it's a diversion that could hypothetically lose them elections.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.